Hello everyone, welcome into another FRL race here in the Formula 2 cars. Brand new series we're starting up. My name is Xander Zidell, and we're ready for some Bahrain racing. They're currently in one-shot qualifying. As you can see, we're on board with Baseball Kid. He continues his qualifying lap coming to the line. It looks like he might even just win the pole here. This will be a learning experience for myself and for everyone in the FRL, as we will have 6 cars in the field tonight. Baseball Kid wins the pole rather easily, and this is Formula 2, so we have a couple of extra points coming here for Baseball Kid with one-shot qualifying in the pole. 4 points for himself. He gets the pole. And also followed by that is Brandon in that hit the high-tech car. You got Liam in third, Brandon in fourth, Jagger in fifth, P6 Piper. Good job by those guys. We're going to get into the first of 2 races that we have. We have a sprint and a feature race as well today. And hopefully you guys are excited and pumped for that. I know that I am very excited for this race today. Probably shouldn't have done that. Whatever, though. I gotta start on pole because, you know, I'm fun. Again, hopefully everyone's having a good night. I'm trying to, I'm gonna... I guess I can't
all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement
retire,
is
so I guess I'm
okay
gonna do
before
this.
the start. We're going to
Why
want to
not?
put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs. No rainfall expected today. We think it will stay dry. Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Alright, well, we're on the grid now. I'm having some technical difficulties because I cannot seem to figure out how to get the dashboard up for YouTube right now, even though I've done plenty of streams on YouTube. I'm gonna have to retire right away, but I can't. I'm just not gonna go. What's up? Oh. Alright, well, now that I messed up someone's race, who cares? This is F2. You don't also get points for this race, so it doesn't really matter. We'll have some lap data on as well. We'll have a track map, everything. I'll try and get as much of information onto the screen as possible for people. Obviously, I don't know how to do this, because, you know. But, yeah. So, we have some racing here. This is the sprint. The feature is after 12 laps for this race off of an inverse grid. Here's Piper in the lead. He's got hot on his tail as Brandon. I hopefully did not mess up anyone's wing with the start, because I thought that it just ghosted you right away if you just didn't go. Obviously, I stand correct on that regard. And I also had food delivered to me, so hopefully that didn't mess up anyone's race. Here comes down to the inside lane is Brandon. He looks and just checks back in line. We have what we call a train here. Everyone just kind of runs in a train, and you know, they try and make their moves accordingly. Piper with the fastest lap of the race. Hopefully my audio is okay right now. Yeah, because I just cannot seem to... I'm having technical difficulties at the moment, everybody. And that is not good. Here's a battle for the lead. There's a caution in Sector 1. Baseball Kid takes it rather easily. Here's Liam in the pits, so he has to get the new wing after the start. Brandon drops back to 5th. Baseball Kid takes the lead. Baseball Kid had the fastest lap in qualifying. He'll start first for the feature. Baseball Kid continues to lead. I'm pretty sure they have to make a pit stop this race. Some wonderful racing here. As while this continues to happen, I will eat because I'm hungry. Some good racing here. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to show you the broadcast of the race. So, new fast lap of the race as we have a battle for second. Let's get down to that. Here's Piper in that Red Bull car. He's currently second. Behind him is Jagger in third. And behind third is Brandon in fourth. Here's a look at Brandon. He's back in fifth. He's not looking too good. Here's Liam after the broken wing on the start. I guess they didn't ghost me because we don't have ghosting on, which, you know, kind of unfortunate. Doesn't really matter all that much though, because you know, whatever. I don't get paid enough to do this. Kind of wish I raced now. The baseball kid's pulling away. I could have gave him a run for his money. With this, I'm going to talk a little bit about everything that's kind of happening in FRL currently. Like stated before, this is the first race in FRL F2 history. And we had the 11th season, the 11th Daytona 250 yesterday. That happened to just be won by your leader right now, Baseball Kid, who's on an incredible stretch of races two races in Cup this week, both at Daytona, both won by Baseball Kid. And here he is showing up and showing out in the F2 series right now, pulling away with this race win. It's kind of remarkable how fast he is, but I'm pretty sure they have to make a pit stop. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching right now, which I'm pretty sure no one is. Yep, no, I am the only one. If you are watching right now, just grab some food, which, you know, Xander, who's watching, is. This is an awful race. Awful race broadcast. Let's get down to these guys right here who are having an incredible battle for position. As you know, I'm also watching Joe Burrow play the Raiders and tear him up as well. Man, I knew I should have raced. Everyone's night's going well. Just kind of sitting here enjoying my food. Here's a flip to Joe Mixon, who is not going to get the first down. He's going to bring up 4th and short for the Bengals. And then here you have some racing that's going on. All spread out through the field. Wondering what I'm eating. I'm eating mozzarella, everybody. I know no one asked for what I'm eating, but I just decided to say it to you. And it's really good, by the way. For all you youngins who don't know good Italian food, mozzarella is a penne noodle that's baked like lasagna. It's the only food that my mom can actually make good. As Italian food, 'cause my mom's Italian. Very good. Fuck. Excuse me, my language. As baseball kid continues to pull away from Brandon in second. Yep. Racing. The Bengals go for it on 4th and inches, and their play, haven't snapped it yet. Joe Burrow continuing to, and he calls timeout. Joe Burrow calls timeout before the 4th and inches play. He says, see something I didn't like, and they call the timeout. Game's almost done. Excuse me. I apologize. To absolutely nobody. The double champ does what he wants. 4th and inches, they're just going to put out McPherson for the field goal. we have a race going on here. Brandon actually is closing in to Baseball Kid, so I guess I should. I mean, I'm done eating already. It was really good, so. Good. So far, some pretty clean racing. We got a battle back here between Brandon and Piper. Here are those two cars right here. Piper in 4th, Brandon in 5th. Oh, Piper went very wide, and that opens the door for Brandon to take it. They're side by side. Brandon clears them. And then Brandon will get 4th place off of Piper. So, great job there by Brandon to capitalize. Nice job by Brandon to make a nice move off the capitalization of a mistake made by Piper. And he'll pull away a little. And this is, when they're about to go a lap down. No, Brandon made another pass off of Jagger. So Jagger must have made a mistake. It's all happening very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. So Brandon able to capitalize another mistake, I'd imagine, and go up into P3. 4 laps to go. 1st place, still Baseball Kid. 2nd is Brandon. He's closing ever so slightly in on the 1st place runner. Brandon pulled away from the 2 behind him. Let's look at this gap. And this is the gap we want to know. Baseball Kid, the 1. Continues to be nice and steady with the wheel. 2nd place behind him, that's Brandon. Brandon tries to close in ever so slightly. I don't think he has enough time in order to get up to him and then make the move for the lead before the end of the race. Looking on board from Baseball Kid. 2/10. Brandon is running the fastest laps of the race right now. Trying to close in on Baseball Kid. This is when your adrenaline flows as a racer. This is when you become your best version of yourself. Putting all of your effort into trying to get a win. This is what racing's for. This is what racing's about. I know for me personally, when I run the best laps in my race is usually at the end of the race. When I'm trying my hardest, when you're putting in all your maximum effort. That's when you, as a racer, that racer mentality comes out. Here's Derek Carr, sets up a screen to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs makes a man miss, cuts it right, and there's going to be a flag on the play, but a nice gain nevertheless. Hopefully you didn't come here to watch this race, because we're not watching any racing happening. We're just watching cars race around a track. Let's see what the flag is. Carr pleading his case. The referees huddle together and make conversation. Let's see what it's an illegal man downfield on the offense. That will negate the big gain that's on the rookie Alex Leatherwood. That will then negate the gain that Josh Jacobs had just gotten off of the running back screen. And that will continue to make it, I'm pretty sure, second down with that penalty. Yes, that is an illegal man downfield. That's just a rookie Alex Leatherwood not really understanding the rules of how to play. Nevertheless, second down 12. Carr getting pressured, rolls right, gives it to Jacobs on an underneath route, and he'll get 2 before being corralled right back at the line of scrimmage. And there's another flag. And it will be a first down. Pretty sure it looks to be illegal hand. There's some type of penalty. Not sure. Couldn't see the call. But it's a defensive holding against Chidobe Awuzie on Zay Jones. And that will set up a... oh, yeah, that's holding right there. That'll set up a first down for the Raiders. By the way, while it's happening in this race, is we had a change for position for 4th place against these two cool cats. There's some great racing here. Here's Piper right here in this car. Jagger directly... Sorry, this is Piper in the 7. Jagger is bump drafting with his gearbox. And I don't know what I just witnessed. And that's lap 11 now. So we're coming to 2 to go for these guys right here. They're side by side down the front stretch. Looks as though Jagger will have the slight edge and will pull in front and take away the 4th position from Piper. Piper is still not going to let up, though. Right on his tail. They make contact. They make more contact. They make even more contact. And Piper gets around him again. All while this is happening, Jagger goes off track. And it's another... Oh my... What a catch by Darren Waller. He made a catch between 3 guys. And bumped by Jagger. And Piper. Piper gets around Jagger again. Oh, what a save! Oh, incredible car control by the both of these guys. What's some great racing right here. Side by side still. This is some awesome racing. Jagger to 4th, Piper to 5th. Jagger goes wide. They don't make contact. Jagger slots in behind Piper again. They're still racing so incredibly hard here. We're more than likely coming to the white flag this around now by Baseball Kid. Some awesome racing. Piper, oh, kind of cuts that a little. Oh, Jagger. Jagger on the yellow and black car. To the outside he goes. Trying to make a move on Piper again. Piper shuts the door. He's in that Red Bull car in the 7. Incredible racing. They're coming to the white flag. The white flag's already been displayed for Baseball Kid. Out to the outside goes Jagger. They're side by side in the corner. They make contact. They make a little contact. Jagger goes wide a little. That allows Piper to retain his spot. They're going hard at it. Slipstream down the front stretch. Jagger pulls out late, just like his mom should have done. They're side by side. He takes a position, no problem. Going into the corner, they make contact. More contact. Piper gets there, makes a pass again, and they just can't seem... Oh! Contact and Jagger's around. Contact between him and Piper, and it looks as though Piper is gonna get himself a 4th place finish. Here he is. That was some great racing before that. Nevertheless, good racing isn't clean racing. Excuse me. And our race winner, it is Baseball Kid. 2nd is Brandon. He'll cross the line. Just 2 seconds behind him. 3rd place, Brandon's now finally coming off the last corner. He seems to be a little loose. He'll come off the final corner, go on the grass, do some spin moves. They'll stop on track. and then he'll gas it up, and then stop again, and then he'll almost lose his wheel, and goes across the finish line backwards, in what will be an incredibly enthusiastic way to win a race. Oh my god! Awful crash after the race. Oh wow. Oh wow, there's another crash! Oh no. Oh, what an awful way to end the race. Oh no, here comes another one. And oh no, there's another crash. They keep crashing on the front stretch. Oh no. After the fact that they've already crossed the line, major chaos ensues. Driver of the day is Baseball Kid. What an incredible big pile-up after the race. Here's your race winner. Baseball Kid on top. Your second place finisher, Brandon, also on the podium. And your third podium guy, you see him there, well, her there, that's Brandon. I didn't know you had black females in this game, but there you go. And incredible racing by all three of these folks, or lady, to get into position for a podium. And that was only the first race. Here's your final order. Baseball, Brandon, followed by Piper, Jagger, Liam. There you go. All while this was happening, folks, we had a big fourth down conversion from Deshaun Jackson and Derek Carr in order to set up a 2nd down and 3 inside the red zone with a little over 3 minutes left. Liam is probably mad at me right now, and he's texting me. And I'll have to explain what happened. He probably just said thanks. Yeah, he did. That's funny that you... Yeah, sorry. Here is the feature race, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this one's better than the sprint. Might as well get some fun in.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap.
Derek Carr misses Darren Waller on a 3rd down and 3. Oh, we got the viewers. Finally. I'm not just sitting by myself enjoying my food. Hello, everyone. We got a great race happening for you today. The sprint race is already completed, already over with. That race happens to be won by Baseball Kid, who happened to sit on pole, so he'll start on pole for this race. The feature race. This is a 16-lapper, currently under formation lap. This is where Xander gets to have his fun driving a car a little. Probably having to put on a headset and have some fun up there. We also have a comment. Finally, I have some fun to interact with some fans of FRL. I bet it's Gio, who probably just typed in the chat of how bad I am. Or probably something along the lines of, wow, Xander, why don't you just race? Or, oh, you can't race because you suck, so you decided to broadcast. Something along those lines of just pure stupidity that makes me want to absolutely just want to die. But we'll check that in a second. Hopefully that gave the guys a good laugh. Alright. Let's see the comment now. Probably something along the lines of how bad I... Oh! Oh, Baseball Kid's in here. Austin. Biz Zeus from FRL. Nice. Hello, everyone. Yep, just having some fun here. Thank God it wasn't Geo. Yep, welcome in. We're enjoying some good racing here. Like I just stated, the feature is right now. We had the sprint race just a couple of seconds ago. Finished up with a baseball kid win. He starts on pole for this race. And I didn't see what the point standings looked like or how many points that the race winners received. I should actually look at that. Oh, look, we're going. Oh, everyone did receive points. Interesting. Let's race a little, why not? Have some fun. Oh, shit. I mean, excuse my language. Oh, shoot. As Bass Buck got a little loose. I'm getting a little loose. I don't race on controller, everybody, so if you're wondering how bad I am, welcome into how bad I am, because I don't race on a controller. I race on a wheel. So, racing on a controller for the first time ever in my racing career on an F1 game. So, if I am a little bad, it's to be expected. Why not have a little fun? And it just kind of shows the skill gap that I have compared to what I can do on a wheel compared to what I can do on a controller. So if anyone wonders why I don't race in any racing games with a controller, this is why. Because I absolutely suck. Have some fun over here. I'll spin out. Oh, I'm drifting it. Alright, that's where I'll go on a pit road and I'll park the car. So I can actually do what I am here to do, and that is broadcast this. Baseball kid sets the fastest lap on the first lap. That's some gravel. That's a lost wing. Let's go down here, speed into pit road, and instantly go down to 30. Alright, let's retire from the session. And that's going to actually broadcast in some fun F1 action. Leader is Baseball Kid. As we look on board off of his camera, some interesting racing back in the pack. Let's turn on the track map, and let's turn on lap data. Actually, let's not turn on the track map, and we'll hide the IU. All right, Baseball Kid leading. He's pulling away just a slight little bit from the second place runner, Brandon. In that Red Bull car, third place happens to be Liam, who got shuffled out of the mix during the sprint race back up here, P3. Fourth place, Jagger, you see him in the Carlin car, in the yellow and black. He's running P4. Behind him is Brandon in P5. And then just a little bit behind these guys is Piper in the other Red Bull. Get back up to the leader right here. Baseball Kid has looked stellar these past couple of races in the FRL. Need I remind you, our Season 11 200, our Season 11 250 winner, Baseball Kid, happens to just continue to put on a steam show roll of this F2 Bahrain weekend. Pretty incredible racing that I have seen. The interval is not showing up, which kind of sucks. There he goes, fastest lap of the race, a 1:41.6, followed by Brandon in P2. Closer racing here than what happened in the first race that we had. Baseball Kid. There's Piper. Let's look on board. He's a little bit behind Brandon. Must have had something happen to him. Here's Bass Buck Brandon. In a tight battle with Jagger in the 5. Both two pretty good looking race cars, at least in the paint scheme department. As if you're wondering how the Raiders Bengals game is going, it's coming down to the wire, everybody. Brandon ended up passing Jagger. Jagger's still right behind him, though. Baseball Kids opened his gap up to a 1.8 second lead. Liam there in a close battle. Nope, is actually 2.1 behind Brandon, so. They're snaking down the the front stretch. Jagger pulls out late. Goes back in behind Brandon. No harm, no foul, just looking there. Jagger cuts out a little bit, gets a little loose. Again, some very interesting racing. Looking on board here from Brandon as he sets sails on his eyes of Liam right directly in front of him. Gets a little loose. Nice save there. Good car control. We have a caution. Something must have happened to Jagger, as he's now just directly behind Piper. And these guys were going at it last race during the sprint. These two continue to battle it out. Some great racing between these two, especially since last race and that sprint. Definitely some entertaining Formula 2 racing we have here in FRL. And if you don't like this type of racing, then you don't like Formula 1 racing. If anyone knows the reference to that, hello, I like you a lot. As that's a pass made by Jagger on to Piper. Pulled out late on the backstretch. They make a little contact. And I can't take my eyes off this race. Oh, I didn't even see what happened. Jagger is off the race course, and he's completely broken his wing. And I want to take a second to kind of cut away from this race. And there's a safety car. There is a safety car, I believe. Or a virtual safety car, something like that for Jagger's incident. I do want to talk about the Raiders-Bengals game for just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the situation. The Bengals are leading 26-19. The Las Vegas Raiders just got the ball back with a chance to tie the game or maybe even win the game with a 2-point conversion and a touchdown. A minute 44 Derek Carr has in order to... by the way, that was a virtual safety car. They're back to racing. Brandon's in the pits. Baseball Kids in the pits. I like that call. Derek Carr has a chance to tie this ball game up. It was a very big marginable lead, and they're going to tack on a big gain right now with plus a penalty of roughing the passer. And yeah, that looks pretty roughing to me. Actually, no, it doesn't. That happens to be the worst penalty call I have ever seen in probably my entire life. And just like that, the Raiders are already at the 35, excuse me. Pass is broken up, intended for Darren Waller. And that will drain a couple of seconds off the clock. Second down and 10. Derek Carr, a wonderful and prolific passer in Raiders history. Just said that, ladies and gentlemen. Tries to zip one in. The best thing to happen to the franchise since Jamarcus Russell, if you want to be quite frank with me. Second down 10, Derek Carr. Snaps to Derek. Backpedals. And he's taken down. He's sacked. Sacked back down near the 50. They try and hurry it up. They have no timeouts. It's third down and I don't know how long this could be, but that was a major sack. It's third down and 17. The Raiders backed up now at the 43. Here's a pass. It's caught. An incredible one-handed catch by Darren Waller sets up a 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line. Nice pass by Derek Carr. They hurry it back up to the line. They have no timeouts. Here's Pitts here in the game. At the 20. Derek Carr gets a snap. He backpedals. He looks. And he throws right. It's caught. No, it's actually dropped. A nice play by Wilson. Forces the ball loose of, that's actually Josh Jacobs. Second down and 10 with 50 seconds now. Derek Carr, let's look, looking at the Darren Waller pass. That was a nice grab by Darren Waller. And Jesse Bates just couldn't get a hit on him in order to try and draw the ball free. And that's one of the better tight ends in the National Football League. Everybody making an incredible catch on what is to be a very punishable secondary against this Vegas Raiders team today. Here's the snap to Derek. Derek looks. He fires high. It's dropped by Foster Monroe. And instead, they'll bring up a 3rd and 10. That drained 5 seconds off the clock. Comes in Darren Waller. Checks out Foster Monroe. 3rd and 10. No timeouts for Las Vegas. 7-point game, 45 seconds left. They're inside the red zone, down to the Bengals 19. A touchdown would make it 25-26, and if you have the extra point, it's 26-26. But the Vegas Raiders might go for 2 to try and win the game. Or you might try and tie it just to go to overtime. 3rd and 10, Derek Carr takes a snap. He looks right, fires right. Caught for the first down, and is down right at the 9. It's Zay Jones with a huge reception. It's 1st and goal. The 9-yard line is that gain right now, and they spike it. Derek Carr spikes the football. They'll set it up a 2nd down and goal inside the 9-yard line. 29 seconds left in the ball game. A nice catch over on that right side. Zay Jones just found himself wide open at the sticks. Obviously, stays in bounds right at the middle of the field. And you're forced to clock it with no timeouts left. And, yeah. Second and goal. 29 seconds left. The Bengals 9 is Derek Carr. He takes the snap. And he throws to the end zone. And it's broken up by Jesse Bates. Trying to fit it into Zay Jones. That's a nice defensive play by an all-pro free safety. And a Bengals absolute superstar, Jesse Bates. Derek Carr takes the snap. He fires to the end zone. And it's completely just not there. A nice throw by Carr, but an even better play by Jesse Bates in order to make sure the ball didn't get to Zay Jones for that touchdown. Incredible play right there. Shows incredibly freakish athleticism. And it's 25 seconds. 3rd and goal. Carr gets the ball. He looks right, looks left, looks right again. Looks everywhere. Scrambles left a little. Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete for Hunter Renfrow. And that sets up a 4th and goal now with 17 seconds left. This is the Raiders' season. Hunter Renfrow working against Mike Hilton, unable to get open. They had a little hand fight, and both of them tripped, and incomplete. So here is the Vegas Raiders season on the line. One last final play for even Derek Carr's future in Las Vegas. It very well could be. 4th and goal. 17 seconds left. They're at the 9. Carr takes the snap. He looks right, looks left. Fires to the end zone. It's intercepted. Intercepted, maybe even broken up. Not sure how they'll score it. But that is the Vegas Raiders season over. And Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati is going crazy. Zach Taylor is smiling. Fans are absolutely relieved. And Derek Carr in the Las Vegas Raiders season has come to an end. Try to give it to Zay Jones at the goal line, but unable to make the grab as it was nearly intercepted. Maybe did get intercepted. Yes, it was intercepted by Pratt. A nice defensive play by the Bengals as Bass Buck has actually spun out. But I really could care less about this race. I'm more interested in the Bengals. Nothing that Derek Carr could do. Gave it to one of his better receivers of the night. And the Cincinnati Bengals will kneel on it. And just like that, everybody, the Cincinnati Bengals are advancing onto the AFC divisional round. Zach Taylor gets his first win as a head coach. The first postseason win in Cincinnati Bengals franchise history since 1990. It's the longest drought in all 4 major sports. Ended just like that. Joe Burrow in his first career playoff start gets his first career playoff win. And the history is set in stone. They'll face someone, not sure who yet. Obviously the NFL is structured in the way that you need to kind of seeding plays into the factor, but an incredible win from Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals. A complete game, not just an offensive game, not just a defensive game, and just an all-around great game from the Cincinnati Bengals in order to go on to the next round. And 2 things are known. The first is that Kansas City is the 1 seed in the AFC. Your second would be that the Cincinnati Bengals are joining them in the conference. Well, an incredible win from Cincinnati. And that just kind of proves what one quarterback can do for your franchise, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about how off of this franchise has been for the longest time. Not winning a playoff game since 1990 is a long drought. And before this team, they had the number 1 overall pick in order to draft Joe Burrow. So, in order for them to kind of go from having that first overall pick and drafting someone like Joe Burrow to last season not having a great year due to Joe Burrow's rookie season being cut short due to an ACL injury, and the criticism that they received this offseason. The criticism that drafting an offensive lineman not drafting an offensive lineman, instead of drafting an offensive line, they went with Jamar Chase, and that shut them up very quickly. All around, an incredible season so far for the Bengals, and it's not done yet. Now let's talk about the Raiders side of this. Vegas, to make the playoffs, was truly incredible. A nice little way for you to build some confidence as a franchise. But now what do? Derek Carr's future may have depended on this game, and he threw a late pick. Derek Carr, that might have been the last time that you'll ever see Derek Carr in a Raiders uniform. Now, if I was the Raiders, I'd keep Derek Carr. I mean, he just led you to the postseason. And in a season where your head coach got fired halfway through. It's incredible stuff, everyone. It's some interesting stuff, man. I don't know, but that will all depend on that. But let's get back to this race. Took a little break. There's a safety car for a late exit of Jagger. The baseball kid just got online, even though he is already online. Interesting. I imagine that this is probably the last lap for safety car, and it'll probably go in this time. And we'll have a shootout. They're green, everyone. Down the front stretch, a late dive into turn 1 by Brandon. It's not going to work. Baseball Kid retains the lead. Something happened to Liam. Must have went off track. Here's a fun tweet I just saw. The Bengals' last playoff win before the season was in 1991. The first ever text message was sent in 1992. So someone just sent a text message about the Bengals winning a playoff game for the first time in history of mankind. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. We just witnessed the Bengals playoff win ever. Well, not ever, but since 1992. Fast lap of the race just set by Baseball Kid. caution in Sector 2. And it's Brandon. He's off again. Oh, and Liam makes contact with Brandon. Oh, they make contact again. I don't know what that was. Maybe Brandon just got in a little hot? Liam got in a little hot, I guess? Incredibly interesting move right there. Always mad. It's about to be some fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to witness some fireworks into this corner. They're not too happy with each other. Brandon gets right on the back. Gets right on... Oh, they make a little bit more contact, it seems as though. Brandon is not happy. Brandon is not a happy camper. Brandon looks as though he's going to dive in into the inside. He brakes a little later. Oh, he turns him. Oh, no, he doesn't. He saves it. What a... I don't know. He saved that. Incredibly interesting move there. As Brandon not able to retaliate good enough. Still got time, though. Still got time in order to retaliate towards Brandon. As we're on lap 15 of 16. Here comes Brandon. He dove it in there. Brandon is not happy. And he hit him. He hit Liam. Didn't work, though. Brandon needs to learn how to wreck people, everybody. As, he can't seem to figure out how to wreck someone. It's kind of funny to me. Still has time to get to him. As we're more interested in this than the race winner. But we already know who's going to win the race, so who really cares about the race winner? Can Brandon get back to Liam before the end of the race? That is the real question here. Oh, something happened to Baseball Kid. Oh, no, and then Brandon still can't figure out how to wreck someone. What happened to Baseball Kid? In the... On the last lap... Baseball Kid lags out. You can't make it up, ladies and gentlemen. You really just can't. Brandon still doesn't know how to wreck someone. I don't know what happened. Tire compound DQ for Baseball Kid. Wow. Didn't change compounds. And we have another wreck. Oh, Brandon got back to... Oh, Brandon's not happy. Brandon is not happy. He turned him. I mean, good job by Brandon. He turned him. Brand stopped. Well, here's your final results, everybody. DQ for Baseball Kid after he was leading on the last lap. Brandon takes home the W, followed by Piper, Brandon, and Liam. Well, that's so long from me. After 2 incredible races. Whew, interesting. Well, have a good night, everybody.